So I shared a YouTube short that seemed to make a few people upset, specifically men that agree with Kevin Samuels. The video simply said that Kevin Samuels don't speak for all men and he doesn't speak for me. And that made a lot of people upset. Some people said, well, it's the obvious. Some people wanted to know, well, why does he speak for you? So I am going to post this video to share with you why he doesn't speak for me. I am my own man. I speak for myself. And let me just set this disclaimer. This video will make both those who are supporters of Kevin Samuels upset and those who are fully against Kevin Samuels upset. I am more like that person that could watch something and say, you know what, that sounds good, but that don't sound too good. And what's crazy about this video is this. If I start off with the pros, those who don't like him will leave. If I start off with the cons, those that do like him will leave. So I don't really care. You can leave at any point of this video. But I wanted to share why Kevin Samuels don't speak for all men. Now, let me start off with a couple of things I like about Kevin Samuels. He's definitely a man that is put together. He looks good on camera. He presents well. I also appreciate how he controls the conversation no matter who he's speaking with. Some of you ladies out there may think that he's rude, but fact is fact, right? Real is real. It's his show. It's his format. He can do whatever he wants, and he can engage with whoever he wants, however he wants. It's your option and your choice to go on, especially if you know how he's going to interact with you or how he may interact with you, right? But I do appreciate how he controls the conversation. He's able to speak to men and women in a way that he wants to and get the person listening. Now, here's the thing. Some of you guys saw that video and thought I was like completely against Kevin Samuels. Some of you guys even like call me a simp. And I'm like, you know what? Anybody, here's the thing. By definition, anyone, and by definition, an example, application, any person who came on to come at me because of my opinion about him not speaking for me in defense of him, by definition and application, are simps themselves. Let's call a spade a spade. All right. I wouldn't consider myself a simp at all. I consider myself a respecter of everybody, whether you're a man or a woman. I think everybody deserves respect. I think also with the respect, everybody deserves the truth. Okay. Truth should be automatic. Truth doesn't always have to be brutal. And if you feel like you have to be brutally honest all the time to share the truth, and you really don't want that person to grasp the truth of your message, you feel good about putting that person down by telling them the truth. That really is all about you. And I think that's one thing I don't appreciate about Mr. Samuels' approach, because he can give the truth. And here's the thing. If he's looking to help people, really help people, he's not trying to brutally be honest. He's trying to give them the truth in a way that's going to help them. Now, mind you, some of you guys were in my chat and was like, well, some people need that brutal honesty. Some people need to be broken down. All right. And I'm the type of person, I'm the type of man that like to build people up. True strength is in this. If you can build up and uplift somebody else, you're not strong if you can walk on somebody. You're not strong if you make them feel bad about themselves. You're strong if you're able to lift them up physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's where true strength lies. You lift up to prove that you're strong, not tear down, not break down. So with that being said, his approach is a little off. I do appreciate that he's able to speak truth to, or what he feels is truth, to his audience. I also agree that we are in an atmosphere where black men aren't fully free to speak truth to specifically black women. I understand that, and I've spoken about this. All right. And in fact, if you ever would like to hear more of my views, go to Candidly V's channel, search Candidly V, and I'll put a card up here somewhere so you guys can go to her channel. And weekly, I'm a part of a panel called Battle of the Sexes, where we discuss issues and give a male perspective and a female perspective. And what's good about this is that we have 3 different men on the panel with 3 different ideas and 3 different approaches. You watch that, After you watch that, you can call me a simp. All right. But here's the thing, right? We got people just aligning up with somebody just because they're tickling your ears. Now, I appreciate his approach. I also appreciate how he presents data and information. Now, remember, just because he gives data and information doesn't mean that the data and information is interpreted appropriately. Okay? People who get information will interpret it any way they feel is best for them, that would fit their narrative. I'm the type that will look at both sides. Okay? So I see how black women could be extremely demeaning to black men, but we also got to understand that there's history there of black men demeaning black women. So how do we expect them to behave today if for years we've been treating them a specific way? And we also I got to talk about this also. All right. For a lot of black men, they're extremely close with their black mothers, and many black homes, black young men grow up with homes without fathers, so they're very close with their mothers. And it's the black women that are raising these men. So there's a whole there's a whole thing that needs to be unwrapped to get to the core of what the problem is between black men and black women in relationships. Now, we also live in a time where black women are the most educated demographic in America, and they're educated in a way that far outweighs the black men. Right? Now, with that being said, another thing I disagree with Kevin Samuels is his definition and description of what a high-value man is, because it's incomplete. What he speaks about is the image, the money, what makes them physically attractive to the woman. I call it the 666s. The 666. And a lot of women out there, you women, are attracted to these 666 men. 6 figures, 6 feet, and 6-pack. Okay? And a lot of times we don't hear much about the character. In fact, I have yet, and I'm the type of person that like to be corrected because I like knowledge. So if I'm incorrect in something and somebody presents knowledge to me, I accept it. I have yet to hear Kevin Samuels speak intensively about a man's character and how that adds to his value. You're not valuable because you make 6 figures. You're not valuable because you have nice clothes and you're geared up. You're not high value because you're 6 feet and you look good. Like that if that's the definition of what a high value man is, then we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble. If we can talk about the value of a man and not talk about his character, then we're all lost. If women are looking for that, we're lost. If men are trying to be that, we're lost. Where's the discussion about men being responsible? Where's the discussion about men being loyal husbands and men? Where's the discussion about men being protectors in their communities? Not just of women, but everybody. Where's that discussion? Because when we talk about manhood, all right, that's what we're talking about. If we're talking about value, that's what we're talking about. Other than that, we're talking about superficial stuff that eventually will crumble. And once you get married to that high value man that makes 6 figures, that is 6 feet tall, and that's got a 6-pack, if they don't have any character, you're going to want to leave them anyway. So we are trying to make people attractive, right? To be caught, to be won, to be married, to whatever it is, but not trying to make them actually people who would be good husbands or good wives and things like that. So that's where I also disagree, because I understand the importance of being healthy. I understand the importance of being financially stable. I understand the importance of all that good stuff. Like I get it, right? But that shouldn't be the final definition of what makes a high value man. Women, you guys are out there looking for that. And now men are trying to be that. Don't fall for the trap, men, and don't fall for the trap, women. You're looking for character, because at the end of the day, after you chose the 666 man, after you chose to be the 666 man, if you don't have character, or if you didn't find somebody with character, young ladies, you're going to wind up divorcing anyway. So stay away from the trap, okay? But I do understand Kevin Samuels' position on looking good, feeling good, being a good provider. But you can't be a six-figure man and be irresponsible with your stuff. Come on. Let's be honest. Let's be real, okay? We got to talk about responsibility. And then this whole narrative about high value men don't really want a baby mama or somebody who is overweight or who, like, okay, so the thing about this is, and it's a two-edged sword, there's some element of truth there, but it's not all truth. And this is why I say he doesn't speak for all men. There are some men out there who's not concerned about the superficial physicalities of what makes a beautiful woman or what society tells us a beautiful woman is. Now, beauty is dope, but also beauty is fleeting. Okay? We're looking for character, and that should be the goal, like finding somebody of character. So men out there, if you think that being a man is first avoiding responsibility, because there's a lot of us out there who make children and don't care for our children. We skate child support and all that stuff. And then we want to call ourselves a high value man and then be like, I'm not going to go for a woman with kids after you've fathered 3 kids by 2 different women. That's not for everybody, but that is for some. Let's be honest. Let's call a spade, because you guys are simping over Kevin Samuels for speaking the truth, but then don't want to receive the truth yourselves. Let's be honest. And some of you guys are going to be in the chat coming at me, calling me a simp. Do what you want, okay? I am fully secure in my manhood. I am fully secure in who I am as a person, as a man. I handle my responsibility. I raised my kids. As a single father for a couple of years. Come on. So you can talk about, see, my thing is manhood to me is being a responsible person and a responsible part of society, not just trying to increase the commas in my bank account and the cufflinks on my sleeve. That's not what manhood is all about. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. There's this narrative of toxic masculinity that only adds to it. It only adds to it because we're so focused on image and not what is. You put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. You put a nice suit on a scumbag, he's still a scumbag. Give him 6 figures, he's still a scumbag. Okay? So we got to call a spade, and let's be honest, and let's be all the way real. Okay? All the way real. So there's some things that I like about Kevin Samuels, and actually I've been watching him a lot lately. Okay? He's all over my YouTube timeline, like the algorithm loves him. So he's all over the place. All right. But he doesn't speak for all men. And he don't speak for me. And this is why. Some men value character over image. And I think as an image consultant, that's where his mindset is. And for some of you guys out there, that's cool. But then some of you guys also hit me up and was like, well, he's catering to the high value men that make 6 figures and above. I'm good there. I got my 6 figures. Okay. I'm good. But where's the character? Where's the character? So and here's also a thing, right? I'm not going to get too much into his past, but we got to be careful on who defines what high value men and what high value women are if we've been in failed relationships. And I'll open up. I'll open up myself for ridicule. I'm a divorced man. I've been divorced, right, once before. So after that, I wanted to learn how I can improve my marriage when I get married again, right? When I got married again, and how I could help others, right? So I got a master's degree in marriage and family counseling, so I can do case studies and know how to actually help people and give them the honest truth in a way that's going to build them up and not tear them down. Kevin Samuels not really doing that. I'm not sure what he's doing in his private consultations, but what we see is not what he's doing. It's not what he's doing. So we have to be careful with that. I'm not sure of his relationships in the past. I could speak to this. I saw a video of his where he spoke about how he had a woman coming over after his podcast, and that he had a woman over a couple of hours before the podcast, and the 2 women know of each other, right? And I'm like, I don't know if that is a good representation of what manhood is all about being loyal and being responsible and taking care of your own and things like that. I don't know. Right? And that's why I'm saying, you guys wanted to know why? This is why I said he doesn't speak for all men. Now, certain things I can eat. Like I can eat the chicken and spit out the bones. Yes, men should know how to dress. I wrote a book, and in my book, I talked about how men need to be chameleons, need to know how to dress for the appropriate situation. I don't agree that men need to buy into buy into something to look according to what society tells us to look. If I want to wear locks and dreads, I want to be able to wear locks and dreads. That's why I think his argument falls short, because it takes away from the identity of who a person is. And it's like to say, because I look a certain way and this is my identity, I'm not high value. So for me to be high value, I have to look like how society tells me to look. No. High value starts and ends with a person's character. You don't have to agree with me if you don't want to agree, but it is what it is, okay? Women want to stay married to men who are of good character. They want to stay married to men with good character, okay? Initially, these 20-something-year-old girls, women, ladies, may want the whole lifestyle, so they don't care about character. They want the flash and the lights and the fast cars and the vacations and stuff like that. But when they get older, they're going to want somebody with character, and then they're going to regret all of the nonsense they dealt with in the past. We gotta call a spade and be all the way honest, okay? There's some things about Kevin Samuel I agree with. Some things I don't, and I can admit that. And if you align yourself completely with any specific person, any ideologies, then you're sort of simping yourself. All you're becoming is a sheep, and some sheeps will follow the main sheep to the slaughter. So be your own man. You can agree with some things and disagree with some things. I agree with some things. I disagree with some things. I do agree that men need to be a little bit more vocal and honest, but they need to respect the woman at the same time. I think women need to calm down. Black women need to calm down with the aggression, because, and young black sister, if you are watching this, there's a lot of women, not all, because I don't speak for all. When I talk, I'm not talking about all, but there's a lot of women who have a hard time listening because of past trauma. They don't want to listen to a black man because they weren't exposed to respectable black men growing up. So they don't know what it looks like to respect a black man. Some of you may have only heard growing up that your father was a deadbeat. So I see it. I get it. So you have to learn how to listen to black men, how to respect black men at the same time. Two-edged sword, okay? I can speak to both. And you got to be able to speak to both, too, if you want to be completely consistent and helpful in the situation. We would love to see black couples flourish. Black couples won't flourish if we're trying to develop high-value men without character. Black couples won't flourish if we're trying to convince young women that what Kevin Samuel's definition of a high-value man is what they should be looking for without character. Okay? And I'm going to end that here. Kevin Samuels is on a roll, and he's doing his thing, and I'm not knocking him. He's probably not going to watch this, but if you're watching this, bro, do you. You're doing a great thing as far as trying to reach men and empower them. I'm with that. But if you're really looking to empower black couples like you said you do, like you want to empower black couples, all right, then uplift everybody. Speak life into everybody. You can be honest, all right? And this isn't only about Homegirl that he went viral with. I've seen him speak to men in a way that I'm like, yo, he's not talking to me like that. And I'm a nice guy. Like, I'm as nice as they come. But you're not talking to me like that. You're just not, because I'm a man at the end of the day. So, listen, be your own man. Okay, and I'm speaking specifically to the men, especially you guys that was in my chat coming at me, okay, in the comments. Be your own man. Listen to what Kevin Samuel has to say. Take what's going to benefit you, and whatever doesn't, leave it alone. Leave it to the side, and that's what manhood is all about. All right, and that's it, yo. I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't like it, you can hit the dislike button. That's cool with me. Share it out if you think there's somebody that would benefit from watching this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so it'll notify you when I upload new videos. And that's it, man. That's it. Again, Kevin Samuels, keep doing your thing. It's your platform. You can do whatever you want with your platform. I just want to encourage you. If you really want to be helpful, be honest. Be honest. But make sure that the honesty that you're giving is going to uplift the black man and the black woman. All right. I'm out. Peace.